Yo, this is CG Ruthless Sports. I will be brutally honest, and nothing but being brutally honest, coming at you with another video. So, from what I'm getting from my fans, they are asking for Arden Key videos. You know what? I've did my research, and I've watched a couple of these Arden Key videos, including myself. But there's one specific person who made an Arden Key video, and that is Bay Area Baller 18. Huge shout out to him. I did a lot of my research, but I'm going to show you the plays that he was able to get sacks on. And I'll tell you what he was doing that was pretty much effective. So, I'm going to get onto this Cardinals video of the game I was at, and I will explain to you. Look at that. Bull rush. Bull rush. He was able to push him. Look at that. He pushed him. He just pushed him with good hand techniques. He was able to push him with like a sled. Look at that. That's what you call a good technique. But that was against a tight end. He did it on a tight end. So let's see what he can do against an offensive lineman on the Monday Night Football game. That to me was against a tight end. So he was able to push that tight end and get to that quarterback. So on that play alone, that was a spectacular play on a meaningless game because we were getting our butts whooped. But that was the point of the effort that I liked about him was he, even despite the outcome, he showed heart out there. He wanted to prove himself. But I'm going to show you another video on a Monday Night Football game. Arden Key. This video right here that I got right here is a... All right, watch it. Watch it. Oh, see? He gets right towards that interior lineman right there. The interior lineman. You see it right there. Look at that. Look at that. He rips the technique. He gets through him and gets to that quarterback. That, to me, is a perfect way of getting to that quarterback with that technique he did. He's got long arms. He's got some rare traits, but his potential is off the hook. I don't know what the Raiders did with him, but they never utilized him as good as he was. When you saw that play, he was able to rip in and get to that quarterback. So when you do something like that, it can get the interior line off guard a little bit. And Arden Key has those good technique traits that you can really coach up to, you know. His potential's off the chains. Okay, so this is a 6-second video that I happened to upload. Okay, but look at this play. Look at that. Okay, he touched him and tripped him. But to me, that was a good play. Even though some people may say, well, isn't that Bosa's sack? No. Look at the play. I'll show you the replay of why it's credit Arden Key with the sack. Look at the play. See, he trips him. He trips him. That's the play. He trips him right there. So when you look at that play alone, so I'll tell you what Arden Key did well in those 3 games. The first sack was based by a bull rush against a tight end. So when the tight end was supposed to block him, he was supposed to give his quarterback enough time to throw the ball. But instead, Arden Key just went right there and got to the quarterback. And that to me was a good play despite the game out of reach. But the Monday Night Football game, he was going against a guard. And the technique he ripped in, he got to Matthew Stafford. That's a perfect textbook technique how to get past the offensive lineman. And then the play against the Jacksonville Jaguars. He was able to get through. And then for some reason, Lawrence was going to probably run and scramble a little bit. But he tripped over from Arden Key. Arden Key made a good play to where he tripped him. And that's a nice textbook play of awareness. So when I look at that alone, does he kind of replace what D Ford can do? At this point, he's on a 1-year contract. He is a bargain. He's like the best pickup we have had this offseason as far as an edge rusher. Like, he's exactly what we wanted Solomon Thomas to be, which he's never quite lived up to be. So that's why he's in Las Vegas collecting $5 million while we're paying Arden Key league minimum. So to me, he's a bargain. When you look at the way he plays, he's playing with a different energy. like he loves being here. For some reason, he didn't like playing for that other organization, and that's why he badmouthed them. But since he's been over here, he has nothing positive to say. But when you look at the way he plays, majority of his effective pressure has came on the inside. You know, that's exactly what we've been able to do is put him out there on situational downs, and that's where he gets effective. But do you feel that even though we can put him at end, he can still be decent, but when you put him inside, he kind of seems effective. But for a guy that weighs about 240 or 260, you would think he's too light to play that spot, right? I think it's based by his skill set, the way he can play. So he makes up for that. And the fact that he was only just a league minimum is a steal. And he was able to register 3 sacks in 3 games. His entire 3 sacks of his career with the Raiders, it took him to his 47th game to register those 3 sacks. But since he's come here, it's only been like halfway through the season, and he's already registered 3 sacks. And we're talking the last 3 games. The effort, the motor, the way he's getting out there, he's earning snaps every week, improving himself. And it looks like the coaching staff likes what they see out of Arden Key. What makes Arden Key really a good pickup is the fact that he wasn't the guy that everybody was talking like a flashy name. He wasn't like the name that everybody was like saying, oh, we got him, you know. Instead, it was this kind of guy like, why the hell we signed him for? He sucks. That's what the kind of pickup it seemed like. But the more he started standing out throughout training camp, he started proving that he is exactly better than what he was with the Raiders. The Raiders weren't able to utilize him the right way. But now that we're able to make the most out of him, and Chris Kraseric is a defensive line guru, he's making this guy into a stud. So when you look at those plays, he's very effective inside than what you would expect, you know. Even if you put him in the outside, he'd probably be decent. But when he goes on the rotation, he's kind of been able to register a single tackle. But when it comes to times for him to get some pressure or some more snaps, I feel like he'll be able to increase maybe some sacks or 2. But I feel like as the season goes on, I think you're going to see a guy that might earn himself a new contract next year. Maybe you give him a multi-year contract or something, like a bargain type of contract. Maybe he gets about $6 to $7 million of the contract reasonable because of the fact he wasn't that good with the Raiders. But if you can get him for a bargain contract for a multi-year contract and be able to develop this kid, then you got yourself something to build around with. Sometimes, like they say, another man's trash is another man's treasure. And to me, Arden Key is a treasure in the Bay Area. Like, he just happens to be a guy that's fitting well with this team. And let me know what you guys think in those comments. Like, CG Ruthless Sports is out, and you already know, Go Niners.